boys and girls. Welcome to the Crafty Corner. I'm Miss Lisa here at the Fayette County Public Library, and today we are going to make this awesome ostrich. Now, to make this ostrich, you are going to need your own paint. Now, I do have a packet here for you, but your packet is going to include the cardstock, the fork, and the paper for the eyes and the mouth. Now, this paint that I use are these little acrylic bottles. You can get them at Walmart for just 50 cents, so it is not too expensive. I would suggest that you do use the acrylic paint and not the watercolors, okay? So go and get you some of this little paint if you don't have some already. What you're going to want to do is choose the colors that you want for your ostrich. Now you can see the one I've already made has so many different pretty colors on it, and my palette today I have chosen some teal, orange, purple, red, pink, yellow. It's totally up to you. Now, when you get started, you're going to need your fork. You're going to use the back side of the fork. On your paper, you sort of need to imagine where the circle of the face is and where the neck is, okay? You'll notice that the paint is not over here on the sides and maybe probably not up here too much either, okay? So there is some white space. You don't want to use fork painting on the whole thing, but you do want to sort of go in a circle up here around where the face would be and down the neck. So you're going to take your paint and put your fork in the paint. And I'm going to start with this teal, and I'm sort of just going to start making a circle with my fork around here where the head sort of is going to be, and go on down to where the neck will be. Okay, and turning your paper to help get it, in the right spot's a good idea. All right, so you're going to blend these colors. You're going to just put one color sort of on top of the other. And just take your time and decide where you want it. Some places are going to be thicker than others. Some places you might skip the color altogether. Okay, so we're going to go down the neck again with the orange. Okay, and I'm going to even grab some orange in there in the middle. Okay, I'm going to get some purple now. Sort of put some purple fork marks here closer in where the head is. Okay, and ostriches are really cool animals. They are great big birds. Sometimes they're sort of mean. If you've ever been up close to one, their big old beaks might try to peck at you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this orange in here. We have quite a few ostrich books here at the library if you want to come in and read about ostriches. I'm going to want to go ahead and sort of keep going here. Now I have in mind that this is where the eyes are, so I don't need to cover in all of that because we're going to be gluing eyes. Try to remember to keep your fork going in the same direction so that it doesn't look a little silly there. So we're going to go ahead and put a little yellow in a few spots. And like I said, it's totally up to you. You can use green, you can use blue. Now, ostriches really aren't that color, but you do get this whole big variety of colors, and it just makes it look pretty. Now, what you're going to have to do at home, boys and girls, is wait. This is going to have to dry before you put on the eyes and the mouth. Now, lucky for you, I made another one the other day, okay? Now, you see here I have some hair sort of coming down, so maybe even on this one I might want to come back here and put some hair coming down off of his little chin, okay? Does that sort of ostriches sort of have hair going all over the place? Okay, so once this one is dry, we're going to want to take your white piece of paper. I'm going to fold it in half. Remember, I've showed you how to make a good circle before, boys and girls. When you folded papers in half, if you cut off the corners, okay, you just go in a circle around those corners, you get a pretty good circle. Now, mine's still attached in the middle, which would be okay. Now, if you're looking at that, that's way too big. Ostrich eyes are not that big. So we're going to go ahead and trim off a little bit all the way around. And however big eyes you want, it's totally up to you. But you do want them fairly large because this is sort of a cartoon ostrich. So we're going to put our glue on the eye. I'm going to wiggle it around and not use big glumps because you want to make sure that it lays down nice and flat. Okay, make sure that you get the edges when you glue, boys and girls. Just do some edging here with your glue and scribble it on there. Okay. Now, for the beak, in your packet, you should have an orange rectangle. You're going to want to fold it in half. Okay, and where it comes together is where you're going to want to start your scissors, and you're going to want to go straight across and then just dip down a little bit. And then from this corner, you're going to want to make a diagonal. Okay, and there you have some big fancy lips. Okay, so we're going to want to go ahead and glue that down. And then we can do a little bit more on our paper because you're going to want to draw sort of the lip line in. Okay, so you're going to want to go across and up and over. You can draw a couple little nostril holes right there. Then of course we need the pupils for the eyes to be able to see out. And make a circle, and I'm using a Sharpie, but if you don't have a Sharpie, you can use black paint. You could use a black crayon, okay, anything to make it nice and dark. All right, and there you go. You have a wonderful ostrich masterpiece. Now, boys and girls, remember, when you make a masterpiece like this, it's a good idea to sign your name to it and date it. That way you'll have a memory of when you did it. All right, boys and girls, this has been my fork painted ostrich today. I hope that you have enjoyed it and come in and get a packet. I'm Miss Lisa here at the Fayette County Public Library. Next Wednesday, I will have another great craft for you, so come see me again. Bye now.